shadow of guilt emerges. Sometimes, your own shadow betrays you before anyone else does. That's what I realized on my daily walk last week, when I saw something impossible, a second shadow, just a half step behind mine, flickering at the edge of my vision. It mimicked my every move, but not quite perfectly. Its arm lagged when I waved, its head tilted when mine was still. At first, I brushed it off as a trick of the light, maybe a street lamp glitch, but the feeling of being watched crawled under my skin and wouldn't let go. The path through the park was empty, silent except for the scrape of my shoes on the pavement and the rustle of wind in the trees. But everywhere I went, that extra shadow followed, always a little too slow, as if it waited for me to notice. I sped up, heart thudding, and glanced back. No one was there. Yet on the ground, two silhouettes stretched across the pavement, mine, sharp and steady, and the other, wavering and blurred, its edges writhing like smoke. I ducked under a street lamp, desperate for clarity, and the second shadow flickered, then snapped into perfect sync with mine. Suddenly, memories crashed down, a night from 6 years ago when I left someone bleeding at this very park, swearing I'd never return. I thought my guilt had faded, but the shadow, catching up at last, reminded me that debts always demand payment. I tried to run, but my legs rooted to the spot. The shadow peeled off the ground, rising upright in front of me, its face a shifting mask of accusation. No matter how loudly I pleaded, it pressed closer, cold and weightless, until my breath stilled and the world went dark. When morning came, there was only one shadow on the path, and it didn't belong to me anymore.